Hi there. Welcome back to Full Bible Timeline. Now we're going to talk about the names of the individuals and how these bars work. Well, this is what they are. Here we have name bars. Okay, now these name bars are color coordinated with the names of the individual underneath. For example, you can see that Enoch is a brown, and Enoch, his name is brown, and the bar that's represented by Enoch directly above him is also brown. The number at the top of these bars is the number of the years that the person lived. For example, Noah, 950 years he lived. So that number is located at the top of that bar. The number at the end of the bar is the year the person died, counting from zero, the fall of man, as we explained in the previous video about numbers and dates and how they work on the chart. So we see that Enoch was born in 622 from the fall. He lived 365 years. Therefore, his death year was in 987. His son Methuselah, that he had 65 years later, Methuselah was born in 687. Methuselah lives 969 years, the longest of any man. And he dies exactly the same year as the flood in 1656, which is really cool because Methuselah's name is prophetic and it means when he dies, judgment. So that's how these name charts work. These were patriarchal societies, these were patriarchal family clans. They did not distance themselves from other family members unless there was significant cultural differences. And you can see that in Cain and Seth's family line. This illustration here is demonstrating that 7 generations on Cain's side, Lamech, a murderer of a young man and a sinner. And contrasting that, on Seth's side, you have the righteous line, and you have a man named Enoch, who walked with God and was not, for God took him. And when you roll these bars out, you can see the influence of the fathers. Who was still alive? So Adam, this black bar, runs horizontal, and you can see that he was alive through generation after generation after generation, influencing and teaching and instructing his children on how to follow God and walk with God and walk righteous before him. And therefore, you see the influence that Enoch was raised and sat on Adam's lap, learning what it meant to walk in the garden. Enoch, therefore, walks with God in a very intimate way. Enoch's son Methuselah has Lamech. Lamech is the father of Noah. Noah walks with God for 500 years before he has any children, and so he's very intimate with the Lord for a period of 500 years. So when Noah hears the command to build the ark, this is by no means the first time that he's heard God's voice. It was not a shock to him to hear this voice from heaven. He clearly understood what that voice sounded like. He had already established a relationship for 500 years with God. Another interesting thing that comes out of the study of the generations is when Shem, who is Noah's firstborn, is born, he's born 2 years after the instruction to start to build the ark. So Noah's 3 sons aren't even born when Noah starts to build the ark. Who was helping Noah build the ark, you ask? I want to point out that when you follow the lifeline of Methuselah and his son Lamech, you follow them all the way across, and both characters are both alive at the time that Noah is building the ark. Noah, he wasn't isolated. He wasn't on his own on some backwoods prairie. He was with his clan, with his loved ones, and he had a father and a grandfather to go to and speak to and say, here's what I hear from God. This is what God's instructing me. I got these blueprints. It's a big boat. And so Lamech and Methuselah were there throughout the entire construction process, and in actual fact, Methuselah's son, Lamech, who is Noah's father, passes away before Methuselah. So Methuselah buries his own son, and Methuselah dies in 1656 on the exact same year as the Bible tells us the flood took place, which is fascinating. We're going to get more into that when we talk about the flood in the next video. Thank you.